So first, before we get into the activity, I want you guys to pretend. I want to set the setting. I want you guys to pretend to be Robert or Wharton. Okay, you guys pretend to be Robert. After Victor tell the story and then die in the novel, pretend that you're Robert and you found out two letter inside of Victor handbag. Two letters. One was written, one is already received and written, but one is completely new. So I want you guys to pay attention closely because at the end, we're gonna ask you to guess which one is new and which one is already written.
Oh.
Okay, so Robert, you open the first letter. Letter number one. Okay, so can my teammate read for me, please? This is June.
Dear my Elizabeth, as I'm writing, it's difficult for me to put what I'm feeling into words. Finally, after many sleepless nights, my creation is ready in my dream. It was so perfect up to the point when I could feel it as a person. Still, I'm unsure. I wish that you could know how much I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it. May you witness my journey become the first man to achieve such power as God, even if it cost me everything. Again, after such a long time, things haven't gone well for me. I suddenly remembered about family and you. I have been haunted by the illness and nightmares. Every time I close my eyes, I see it. Oh, my dear Elizabeth, last night I saw you in my dreams, but in my mother's corpse, those eyes told me very clear that she was disappointed. Henry is taking care of me by now. I felt so much better with him by my side. Soon I'll be back home. Send my love, forever yours.
Okay, and this is the second letter.
Dear my Elizabeth, I am your husband, Victor Frankenstein. I'm writing this letter is to tell you something that you couldn't imagine it. You need to stay calm as possible and tell everyone immediately when you finished. Please promise me. So the thing is, I was created something that bring from death to alive. At that time, I thought that I was failed, and I very upset about myself. Day by day, I turned into sickness. So my friend had come to take care of me, and the moment I was ill, also the moment that the thing I was created successfully awake, I just want to say that we are in danger right now. So please be careful. Take care of the family. Noticed this letter to the cops. Sorry. They will protect you and the family. At last, I'm very sorry about creating a monster. My love, please stay safe and send me a message that you're safe.
Really?
Okay, so after reading two letters, so can you guys guess which one is already sent it to Elizabeth, have been written by her, and which one is completely new? Elizabeth didn't have a chance to read the letter.
I think the first Elizabeth had read it.
Hung, yes.
Yeah. I guess the first one is the already read letter. And the second one sounds funny.
G written the letter, guys. G was doing all the hard work. Okay, so it's correct that the first one was written by Elizabeth, and the second one is not have been written before. It's completely new. So our team idea was to separate the novel into two periods. There's a climax in the middle, and the climax is when the monster killed Elizabeth. It is the climax in the story, which when Victor turns against the monster, and before the period that he was running away, he was in a hiding state. But after that period, Victor became very aggressive, and we could see how important it is, how important Elizabeth is in his life. So now let's get into detail that let's talk about Elizabeth. Our group believes that she's the borderline, like she's like the borderline. Um, in fact, that Victor lost his mother at a very young age, so he didn't have so much mother figure in his life. And we have research from many sources, and they say that Elizabeth is like more than a friend, a cousin, but it's like a mother to him, like showing love and care. So when he lost Elizabeth, that's really affected him and really hits him hard. That's why he turned aggressive against the monster. And I think that Miss Eden idea to make us write the letter was very brilliant because we can understand the process of how Victor first he was a very innocent scientist. He was a classic like a math scientist but very innocent. But later then he changed into a very horrible person, a very ambitious, but at the time very selfish and careless too. So after creating a monster, in the writing in the letter process, we also have to answer many questions like group, fourth group and three group. Like how was he feeling when creating a monster? What did he feel when he was picking up the material? And how did he feel when the creation come to life? And in fact, Victor was very excited, very expecting, and he all of the best. He was expecting all of the best, but at the same time, he was not sure enough. I think he was kind of careless. He goes beyond the border, and he taking the power of God. He playing God role to giving life. So that's the why our group think that it's very unbalancing. And through this writing letter activity, it's like a summary of how the journey of Victor Frankenstein and how our group feel that Victor is the real monster for giving life but not taking care of it. And relating to real life, we could see that pretending that Victor is a mother and the monster is the baby. When he have his baby, he did not provide any education. He did not have any care, any affection, and eventually the baby will turn into something bad. Our group believed that the baby originally is very pure, and in the novel, the monster even learned how to read and talk and learn. I mean, he's so smart to learn to read and talk. So I think that the blame is to put on Victor, but because he have a really poor loving background, so we could understand why he did that. So okay, our group presentation is finished. Thank you.
All right, that was so unique and special and meaningful. Thank you so much, class. Thank you so much, Ngin, and with your group. I'm so glad that you and your group and the entire class. I hope that you realize how important it is to have an individual activity. While Victor is collecting each piece to form an unpleasant creature, Miss Eden, on the other hand, was spreading those parts to each of you so that we could come up to what we have right now, which is more than beautiful, and it was so meaningful, isn't it? Yes, thank you very much, class, for giving deeper meaning to what literature is all about. And I'm so glad that you have instilled the learnings that I want to experience. That I want you to experience, okay? I wanted to discuss more. Actually, I have so much to say, but since I know that you have your own perspectives, interpretations, and understanding, I will leave you to that. And lastly, keep being awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. And that ends our lesson for today. Have a great week ahead. And of course, see you next meeting. Bye bye.